Okay, it's the type tool. You can also get there by pressing T on your keyboard. Now, I am recording, so please pay attention, and this is for all my classes, so if you have questions, please ask them at the end. Joey, stop playing games while I teach. And then, you're going to go to the T for type tool. You are then going to click somewhere in Illustrator. Once you click, it will come up with this imaginary language called lorem ipsum. Okay? No, it's just type that they put in as a placeholder. Cool? Okay. Now, once that happens, you have a few options. You want to go to Properties over on the side, and Properties window is going to open up your character panel. This character panel is pretty awesome. This is where all of the magic happens. Now, once you have highlighted your font, you can go through, and I'm going to make this bigger so you can see. So I'm going to go down. Oop, that's pretty good, right? 60. And as I scroll down through my different font choices, it will change the type of font that you are using. And you can literally sample every single one very, very quickly. Okay? That is very helpful when you are coming up with a design. So you want to choose a font type, Jacob, that matches the company that you are using. Right? Or company style you're going for, the event that you're making, the logo that you're making, right? Something that has to do with this font type. Now, if you go through all of this and you don't like it, you can go to Google. There is a place called DaFont.
I love it.
Yeah, and you can go through based on what type of font you're looking for. You can find a type of font, like, let's say I want like a graffiti type of font, right? I can find it, and then I can say download. Now, it will download to your computer. So at the bottom, it's a zip file. You'll open the zip file, double click. It'll be a TTF file. Double click on that TTF file, and then say install font. Now, this is called Most Wasted, and that's the type of font that it is. So now that it is downloaded officially, I can go into my Illustrator. I can go into here, find Most Wasted, and there we go.
When you're in the font, you can actually click on the font, and then you can type in what you want to use and test it at the top.
So if I wanted to type in Alex is awesome to see what it looks like, I would go submit, and there you go. You can test it there.
You can change the size.
Thank you, Alex. And medium, large, tiny.
Alex, you're awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks, awesome, Alex. Okay, so that is one option for you as well. If you don't like the fonts that you are finding, you can go into the font, test them, put them in, and download them to your Illustrator. Now, let's say we want to, actually, let's go back. Let's say Alex is awesome again. Awesome.
Yes.
All right. And let's say that this is too close for us. We want to adjust the tracking for our text. So you can move along tracking. It's the VA with the arrow underneath, and you can extend it out or make it smaller. You can also adjust the kerning. Nope, can't adjust the kerning. Shh, excuse you, I'm making a video. Please stop talking. All right, so you can then adjust how far apart type is spaced. Let's see if I can go in here now. Ding, ding, ding. Layers. Alex is awesome. It is not letting me do this. So if I press enter and that's too close, you can then adjust the spacing, hopefully. Nope, it's not letting me. Ah, there we go. by highlighting and then moving it apart. Okay? You can also adjust the size. You can also adjust if you want it bold or italic depending on the font choice. Now, that's super basic. That kind of applies to every typography tool that you will come across. The next thing that makes Illustrator cool is when you click and hold down the T, you have all of these different options. The first one, area type tool. The second one, type on a path. The fourth one down, vertical type tool. Fifth, vertical area type tool. And vertical type on a path tool. So, for example, if I take a square and I just have an outline of that square and I go into area type tool, it will type inside of that object, okay? So it will make that shape for you. All right, it will automatically create that font. Now, let's say that I want to type on a path. This is really helpful for when you want to go around like a circle on the outside edge. So, for example, in a logo, if you want to type on the outside of a circle or a rectangle or whatever shape that you have, you make the shape and you can type around the circle or other object you create. It does not have to be a shape. It could be a simple path that you create with your pen tool that also allows you to draw around it, okay? So there are a couple different options for you. The same thing happens with your vertical type tool. If you want to type down instead of across, right, vertically instead of horizontally, you can do that easily with the vertical type tool. Vertical area type tool is also very similar. If you create a shape and then go to your vertical type tool, it will create type within that circle vertically instead of horizontally. And then the last option, vertical type on a path, as you probably guessed, same thing, just not as horizontal. So if I want to create some sort of crazy design, type on a path, and I change that to just the outline. I go to type on a path. It will draw on that line. It will type on that line. So the font is lined up with that outer edge. Okay? So that should be more helpful than creating your logos. Got it? Got it. Any questions about font, downloading a font, adding typeface? Yes, Matt. How do you add the typeface? All you have to go is go to Type Tool and then Properties. Or are you talking about downloading the font?
I download the font and I put it in.
Okay, downloading the font and putting it in? Yeah. Good. Go to the font. Already downloaded? Great. It is a zip file. So you'll find the zip file, double click, open up the file, and it's the TTF file. You'll double click, you'll say install font, and it's installed. Okay?